And Rob Chadwick, a former FBI Supervisory Special Agent and Principal Training Advisor with the USCCA. Rob, welcome back. Good morning. Always good to see you.
Good morning, Hena.
You heard the latest report. What's your reaction to the police now suggesting that there might have been multiple accomplices?
Well, it's not a surprising, announcement. I mean, certainly we know that she was taken from that home. We know that she was injured when she left that home. And so, it wouldn't surprise me at all if there was someone else involved in this. What's clear and what has been clear to many of us from the beginning was this was never, I don't believe, ever a true kidnapping for ransom case. And it also almost certainly wasn't a, nighttime burglary gone wrong. Like that just doesn't happen statistically. Not, residential burglaries happen during the day when residents are typically at work. Business burglaries happen at night. So this person who showed up at that house, I believe, was there, to do something. We don't know what. They were inside that house for far too long for it to have been a planned kidnapping. And then, of course, we've had absolutely no sign of life, no proof of life, I should say. And the ransom demands that have been submitted through the media sources, I've always believed are at best a red herring and more likely just outsiders inserting themselves, opportunists, so to speak, trying to collect on this, high-profile story.
Rob, from the very beginning, you've said this case is atypical. It's unusual. Why do you say that from your perspective?
Well, a true kidnapping for ransom case, okay, is something where you're going to almost immediately have a call to either the family or the local authorities to say, listen, we have this person. Here is proof. Here is definitive proof that we have that person, and we are willing to negotiate. We didn't get that until a couple of days later, and that supposed submission was done through a tabloid media outlet, I believe, to get more attention. That's not the mark of someone who is truly interested in collecting a ransom for a true kidnapping. A lot of this just has not made any sense from a kidnapping investigation. And so, I saw that you have a Saturday night special tonight to go over 3 weeks of leads, of interviews, and I think that's exactly what law enforcement is going to do is go back to the beginning, take a look at all the things that we know, not speculation, but the things that we know with maybe a fresh set of eyes to say, okay, what is it that we can track down? I still believe that the clothing items that we see there are, those are tremendous leads. That holster, the combination of that holster with that pistol. That's why we had that story earlier in the week where, agents were going out and questioning people at gun stores to see. That's a very unusual combination and I believe a tremendous lead.
Rob, it's been, and you and I are talking about this, it's been 21 days. Hundreds of officers and agents are working around the clock. 40,000 tips have come in. When does the police and the FBI start to divert resources away from this case?
Well, this case is obviously atypical, and it has captured the attention not only of the United States, but the world. And so law enforcement is desperate to reassure the public. Hey, listen, we're going to get to the bottom of this. We want to make sure that people that are watching this that could see themselves in this situation are reassured. Hey, we're going to solve this case. So the pressure is there. They're not going to divert a ton of resources, but certainly they're going to shift the investigation. I doubt that there are, SWAT teams standing by at the ready like there were just a few weeks ago. There certainly is a local SWAT team there and potentially a regional SWAT team. But, we had multiple SWAT teams staged throughout the area in case there was discovery of a stash house, so to speak. I doubt that very seriously is the case anymore. Certainly, they are ready to go at a moment's notice locally. But yeah, this is going to be one of those cases, and I know it's frustrating for the general public, but these things do take time. It's a very unusual, atypical case, but they're certainly not going to give up.
Rob Chadwick, thank you so much. You're a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this case. I've been watching your reporting on it all week. Thank you again for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.